Welcome to the WLTCG podcast. It is Sunday night-ish, Monday if you're watching this when we send it out. But my name's Joel. That's Sam.
Hello.
That's Roderick. I'm still slightly fucked up from a rave from last night. These guys are probably okay.
I am peachy keen. I slept for 13 hours yesterday. Shit felt good.
Man, my body was like, we know you've been partying all day yesterday, but you're only allowed to have 5 hours of sleep.
Dang.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah, man.
But we got spoilers, man.
Oh, we got spoilers.
We got some shit reprints. We got some pretty obvious reprints, and we got some pretty dank spoilers.
See, we got some reprints that I don't think anybody saw coming. In fact, these are so groundbreaking. I think the fact that these are being put out on a video on YouTube is going to shatter the internet, and we're bringing it to you exclusively here in YouTube format. But we'll get to those last. I can't wait to encourage some people with these spoilers today, though.
Oh, yeah. And if we have time, we'll be talking about some special information. If not, it may come later. But it's pretty fucking groundbreaking, if I do say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'll start off this week's spoilers with Freya, the goddess of the full moon. Stranger, 1 black, 1 blue, 7/7. Stranger, goddess.
I actually didn't know she was a goddess.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't
even more goddess support.
But enter. Destroy target resonator with total cost 3 or less. You gain life equal to its defense.
And she's a 2 cost?
Yeah, 1 blue, 1 black.
Huh. Alrighty then.
I mean, it's okay. I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know. For Stranger, I kind of feel it's weird the fact that it says 3 or less.
She
Yeah,
should.
that's. I looked. It was like, huh?
Because like most times Strangers are like really, really good. While this is like it's good. It's high statted.
I think it should have been a 4 or less.
I think it should have been like 5 or less. Honestly, like not even restricted because it's just like.
I think it really comes down to like the fact that she costs 2 and is.
I
Doing
guess so, but still like, huh? It's 2 costs that kills 3 costs or less, and you gain life. Element is strong and it's good stats, definitely.
All I'm saying.
But I don't know,
is,
like compared to like other Strangers, it just doesn't.
all I'm
have the
saying
impact.
is, I now have 6 out of 10 of my strangers in my stranger deck be goddesses now. So we're getting to a point to where I can just run 10 goddesses in my stranger deck, and then Lilith goddess is going to be fantastic. Oh my god!
Just flash her in with the palace.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be a flash necessarily, but I could. Oh man, I'm breaking the freaking game.
I mean, like, other than like cheating her in a deck that doesn't play blue or black, blue or black. I mean, there's not much drink.
Blew her back.
Like, it's just straight up, I'm going to destroy something that's 3 or less. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Before we move on, flavor text.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Such tiny fucking words. However, if someone from outside this world would try to take control of my regalia, then I will have to fight him. Otherwise, the fate of other worlds would be at stake as well. Note of Magna.
Say him? Did that say him?
Yeah.
It's assuming someone's gender? Nah, just kidding. You're talking about Lapis.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to grab my phone.
So, which one do you want to go next?
Oh, we looking at green stuff?
Yeah.
That's why I was getting my phone, because I had to go pull up those Force of Will. Hey, here we go. Guardian of Outland Stranger. He is a 1 fire, 2 wind tree man resonator. Has 0 attack, 2,000 defense, and he can kill you. Even with 0 attack, he can kill you. For now. Enter. Put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into the field. Rest it. I must admit, I never saw this line of text on this card until today, because my eyes went straight to the second effect. At the beginning of your turn, this card's attack becomes equal to its defense until end of turn, and I immediately went to Bullet Ball. The moment I read that line of text, Bullet Ball just faded into my mind, and I was like, all right, I know how I'm going to win a game in the meanest way possible. I just have to hit the stranger first. But, yeah, it's a good card. And, yeah, he's a starter deck card, too, so that's actually pretty nutty. Yeah, that's crazy. You can bring him out with Awakening the Flame King. He's affected by all effects that involve fire resonators and wind resonators too.
Yeah.
I've already mentioned Bullet Ball. There was other things I wanted to do with him. I can't quite recall, but Rapid Growth. Oh, I don't know. A certain ruler we're gonna talk about. You know,
Yeah.
just draw a bunch of crap. Yeah,
He gets swole, ramps a stone.
yeah. Now I've heard a person or two saying like they don't know how this card's gonna be good. At worst, it is a really big blocker. And at best, your opponent just spent will to stop something from one-shotting them. And then you play the rest of your deck, which also attempts
Yeah.
to one-shot them. So,
Yeah.
solid. And then let's read that flavor text.
I met 5 travelers on the roads of this world, seeking the power of the regalia together, but each with their own secret agenda. Note of Magna 14.
Maybe rest in peace. Amen. I mean, they're basically biblical scriptures in force of will. You got this one God who's just saying like, I know all these things are about to happen, and I could clearly stop them, but I ain't no snitch, so I'm gonna just wait and see what happens. Unless this one guy shows up, then I gotta step in, cause we don't spoil no fun.
Yeah, man, snitches get stitches, don't you know?
Yeah. So I think Sam has an idea for this next card.
What? I have an idea for
Eureka.
everything. Yeah, Eureka, the Puppet Lord of the Seas. He's 2 blue, 1 black, 9/9. If you control a J ruler, any J ruler, why I don't know. Oh, sorry, he's Resonator King. Almost forgot.
Hey.
But if you control a J ruler, this card in your hand gains quick cast, and you may pay 1 less Water Will to play this card. So he costs 2 for 9/9 with quick cast, as long as you control J ruler. That's solid, to say the least. Enter rest target resonator or regalia your opponent controls. It doesn't recover during the recovery phase as long as this card is in the field. As long as you control El Chiffon, the pet dragon of the Lord of the Seas, this card gains flying and barrier.
I mean, they just said, "Yo, dog, you want a 2-drop 9/9 that's just gonna do the nuts? Here you go." I mean,
Yeah.
it's a pretty good call. Even for its like coming in and resting a Regalia or Resonator and like freezing it is, especially the Regalia part. A lot of the Stranger decks really rely on like untapping their Regalia, so you force them to play another Regalia on top of it, which they can do, but they can't float the wheel with that Regalia. They also have to have another Regalia in hand, and it just becomes cumbersome for them. So I think he's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Don't forget that flavor text, though, Sam.
Well, no, I wanted to talk about the card before I said the flavor text.
Fine, then. Fine.
I know. I just want to say like it's a really solid thing. The fact that, and I like the fact that he by himself has an enter, but then he has 2 different abilities. Relying on different cards. And the dragon is really, really cool, which we'll get to soon. But the flavor text is, once bound, a soul will never be able to return.
Isn't that like what they say about people who play Fate Grand Order?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably.
People with Fate Grand
Right.
Order just never leave the game, no matter how much they fucking hate the game and its piece of shit mechanics.
I know, right, Sam?
And its gotcha pulls are shit.
Yeah, fucking raid ups are a goddamn fucking lie.
Rate up, more likely to not get it. Is this not rate ups?
So y'all are having fun?
Fuck no. I fucking hate the game, but I still play it.
I just checking.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I know. It's a very personal
Oh.
problem.
Now we go into some reprints.
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I see
So
a card.
we're going to get through some reprints real quick. So we have Sprinting Wolf. I don't know. He's a beast, 2 green, 6/5 with precision.
Tell us
have-
about the junk. Read the flavor text at least. At least give them the flavor text.
Attack is the secret of defense is taught by nature, not books. Okay, next reprint. Herald of the Beast Lady, 1 green, 4/4, Resonator Beast.
What are its abilities?
It has no abilities. Okay.
They legit made a text box just to not put it.
It's a big ass text box. At least in like the old text box formats, they would make a small text box.
Nah, fam, you gotta have that real estate.
But now it's just like we're gonna have a gigantic ass text box for no effects. But every day in Cisse begins with the sound of her voice. Next reprint, Command Tower. Tap, produce 1 will of any attribute shared by your J-Ruler. Yeah.
The flavor text is already existed before, but
Did they not change it?
Nope.
Oh no.
Why would
then-
they change it? It's nothing to do with the ruler.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll keep going through some more reprints. We got Magic Stone Dark Depths. That was confirmed today.
you just skipped.
No, that's a good reprint.
Oh,
Well, I'm just gonna go through like the pretty obvious
don't talk
ones.
about the world's best reprints, the ones that we know are coming. No, I'm just kidding.
No. We got Dark Depths, produce blue, black, whatever. We got Blasting Waves, produce green, red, whatever. And we got that basic Water and Windstone reprint.
Aw, snap. But not just any basic. I think those are like OG Valhalla art for
Yeah,
the
they
Water
are.
and Windstones. Yeah, vintage. I like it.
But
Already
now that we got those out of the way, let's move to a notable reprint that's been errataed.
Boy, when I tell y'all, when I saw Space Time, the first thing that came to my mind was Rapid Growth is coming, and it gonna be a sword art. And what we got here, we got Rapid Growth. And that boy sword art, this boy got swords, he's swole. So Rapid Growth is 1 green quick cast, chant sword art, Remnant. Target J/S Nair gains plus 400 attack and defense until the end of turn. Small buff it looks like, big implications. Since it's a sword art, Preseason Regalia can float 2 green and pretty much play this card twice. And next thing you know, you got a +8/+8 murder boy on your field. And
Damn,
then
boy.
with Shakti, you got a +16/+16 murder girl on your field. So she took that sword and she made it big, you know. So she coming for you.
Extra thick.
And remember, we were looking at Guardian of Outland. So at
Oh,
first,
yeah.
I thought, why would you ever want to rapid growth him before recovery? His attack is just going to become over his defenses. Boy, it busts defense. So
Doesn't
basically-
fucking matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, just pump him to your heart's content and then go ham. So, oh man, it's beautiful. What
But
do you think, Sam?
it's gonna be a good card. You could sneak
I mean,
in
it's
finishers.
good. Like it's just a straight up better card now, and there's nothing to talk about. It's ridiculous, and I hate it.
You're like,
I'm gonna play it though. I'm gonna play the hell out
It's
of
gonna be
it.
a good aggro
Sam is
card.
gonna be sitting there like, I hate these green cards and what they do, and I just don't know why they made them.
Like
Sam,
I
what
haven't
do you
done that before. Like when Sherry was out, I was like, "This is a bullshit thing."
Wait, I just thought of something.
should not do
Oh,
this
wait, no,
as
no,
I
no,
play
I'll
Blue
talk
Deck.
about it later. I'll talk about it later. We gotta get to some more spoilers.
Yes,
But,
of course.
I mean, Rapid Growth, solid reprint, nice
Whatever.
errata.
No, read.
Oh,
Ah, right. Flavor text. I forgot Bear has flavor text. There's an angry react on Facebook. Grow, and get bigger. Preseason. So, I believe it.
Yeah, rapid growth, grow. Okay.
true words have never been spoken.
Sick.
So, I'm gonna skip this one because I want. No, you know what, Sam? Sam, you can read.
I'll read
one.
this one. Then I'll read the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. Mass Prince, black blue, 6/6, resonator human. You see, unlike his probably father, who is a king, he is not royalty by race. I don't fucking know.
He's a fucking human.
He's a human, dirty humans. Enter, search your deck for a card named Cinderella the Valkyrie of Glass and put it into the field. Then shuffle your deck. If you control Cinderella the Valkyrie Glass, you may instead choose a card from your strange deck at random and put it into your hand. Tap. Put a glass counter on Cinderella Valkyrie of Glass you control. Sorry, on A.
As like a fun factor, I like it.
Yeah.
Like-
Like
Am I gonna be putting like really my best decks? Probably not.
yeah, it's to me it's sort of like Vivian from the Star decks.
But the thing is, like,
But-
she gets an addition
Yeah, or a Regalia.
or a Regalia.
This one gets me a Resonator, which is decent stats, I will admit. And then I can start tapping him, but she's a glass cannon.
Yeah.
Literally. It's in the title. And it's cool the fact that if you already control her, you get a stranger, but I feel like there's better ways to get strangers
Yeah.
than just playing
I
this.
mean, he's a nice starter deck card.
Yeah. As a start, like if you play just straight up Star deck, he's wonderful, and I feel like it's great. But in constructed, no.
No, he's not.
Like if we had like a bunch of support for her, maybe. But no.
They aren't necessarily done. So we've seen before. All it takes is one card to break an entire archetype.
Wait, I don't really play Pauper that much, but is starter deck cards okay in Pauper?
No idea.
I don't know,
'Cause-
but I was
'cause they
like,
ran it-
first off-
well, because my question always for Pauper, they're like, only commons and uncommons, and I'm like, all the rulers are rare, all of them,
well, I think
except
that's
for
like
maybe the
exception.
basic. The basic, maybe I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
checked.
Yeah, I need.
But
to
yeah,
check
I
that.
feel like
Well,
those
so
could be
here's something.
exceptions.
Starter deck cards don't have rarities anymore.
Yeah.
They used to a couple
Sets
clusters
ago.
ago.
Yeah, which was always weird because like sometimes it'd be like SR in the starter deck, common in the set.
Yeah, I remember that was like the big problem with the first Freya set or whatnot.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
remember I think
yeah, I know who you're talking about. But I don't know his name.
Arimon?
Something like that.
Yeah, but like he was like
It's
an
an
SR
I-Bat.
in the starter deck.
It's an I-Bat.
But I was
Yeah.
like, if this could be in like a Pauper format, then I think it's a good card. But like, I mean, other than that format, it's not that great.
Reality is stranger even than fairy tales.
They right about that. Just look at his face. You know he's a douchebag. Just
Oh,
look at
yeah.
him. He's like, man,
No, he's Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
I'll turn him into a phantom.
But
Encouragement.
The next one we got the Regalia
We'll get to
for
that later.
Valentina. Lover's Lock. 1 blue, 1 black. Regalia, Mythic, Quick Cast. Tap, produce 2 will of any combination of blue and black. Spend this will only to play God's Art abilities, Strangers, or Mage Arts.
I'm sorry. You said quick cast?
I did say Quick Cast.
You said Regalia, right?
Yep.
At least this
Logging off.
At least this isn't Resonator Human. Winkage.
See the rare instance where the English cards are correctly printed and everything else
Else
is
is wrong.
misprinted.
No, I think it's just France that got.
Just France?
Yeah, but it's like a lot of cards.
Yeah, I noticed that whenever we're looking through their spoilers.
Yeah. It's just like, hey guys, here's this Regalia, the Resonator Human. We have this chant that's Resonator Human. We have this other chant that's Resonator Human, and I'm like, no.
Wait, wasn't the Mass Prince of Regalia from France? I can't remember. I thought one of the resonators was Regalia. Or was it a chant?
All I saw was Resonator Human for like 3 or 4 things, and I was just like, you are definitely not a Resonator, and you're definitely not human.
Man. Oh, yeah. A beautiful chain is the epitome of binding. When you notice, it's already too late, Valentina. I mean,
I don't know if this is Valentina in the artwork or some blonde broad she found, but they're getting real kinky there.
yeah, I don't think this is Valentina. Her boobs are too small.
Yeah, right. Like everything else fits, but the boobs.
Yeah.
Which I think
At
is
Looks
really-
more
first-
like Ryula, but we know that's not Ryula. So.
At first, I had to double
is
check
it?
because
Dun, dun, dun.
I thought it was originally Izanami. Because I know our recent Izanami is Big Titty Izanami. But I went back to the original, not the original, but like 12 Apostle Izanami. She was chained and she has small
But
tits.
she also had black hair. I
But she did have black hair. That's what I couldn't remember, so I had to
She
go
also
double
covered
check.
her eyes.
Yeah. But I just had to double check because I was like, have we seen this character before? Or is this a new person that we're about to get?
It might be new, or it's never revealed.
Yeah, like that chick off of what's that promo? Split.
Split Chan. We're never gonna find
Yeah.
out who the fuck she
Or
is.
maybe. Hey, they're gonna
We've
run
been
out of art
saying
at
this
some point.
for literally years. The
Yes,
fact that we're
and
like, maybe
eventually-
this time. No,
Eventually, it's gonna be true.
no.
But
Actually, we're gonna get someone close enough that we're gonna be like, it counts.
yeah, but we've seen Valentina. She has a lot of like good effects.
Oh, we haven't talked about Valentina yet.
We talked about her ruler side, didn't we?
No.
Last week?
We got it this past week.
Oh no, we never got the official English one, was it?
No,
No.
we got it this past week.
We did?
Yes.
because we got the ruler
What is
side
wrong
the
with
same
you?
day as the J ruler side, right?
Yes. We got both
At
sides the
different
same
times,
day,
but the
and we
same
still don't
day.
have the English one.
Oh yeah, that's why, because I was looking through the English page. I was like, I don't see it on the fucking English page.
Yeah, we never got it in English for some weird reason.
Yeah.
We'll get it eventually.
Yeah,
They'll
well-
just pop up one day and be like, oh yeah, here are these new cards y'all never seen before.
Anyway, so let's move on to the next one. We have
El Chiffon.
no.
Chiffon.
It's so much text that it's so weirdly like spaced. Anyway, El Chiffon, the pet dragon of the Lord of the Seas. So that one that was referenced by the king. It's 2 blue, 1 black, just like the king.
And 3 void.
I was getting there. 3 void. 1,000, 1,000, Resonator Dragon. He has flying. You pay 1 less to play this. You pay 1 less to play this card for each chant in your graveyard. Enter, destroy all resonators with total cost 1 or less your opponent controls.
All right, so basically, all I'm hearing is
A 3-mana 1,000, 1,000 that can fly? Hell yeah.
yeah, and also it's like, do you control any Dark Alices? Get rid of them.
Dark Alice's, Percival's,
Percival, and Percival, and Percival,
Yeah.
and Gwen,
And
and
Rokag.
Gwen, and Vivienne,
and Pygmy Hippo.
and Pygmy Hippo.
You know what? This hurts the
Firefox.
most. It's fucking machines.
That's why I was like Gwen,
Like,
Vivienne.
Ooh,
every-
machine counters.
It
Like,
literally
they're like, oh, I
counters
look how
machines.
many look how many tokens I have, and it's just like you have 0.
Yeah, this is why.
But then
I
again,
like-
you gotta remember it's blue, so they can just go cancel the automatic, and
Yeah.
you're like, right, can't stop
But-
that.
literally, like all the Percivals stack each other to get some benefit. You don't want to fucking blow up a Rook egg. Gwen's just gonna sack herself to draw more cards.
Percival's are just gonna sack themselves.
Yeah. So literally just counters machines.
Oh, there's
Well,
other
it could
stuff.
actually work good against beasts if they decide to go the very cheap route.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
guess it also blows up these
'Cause-
tokens.
Yeah, beast tokens, and then also like if you play the Magnus beast or Magnus pet.
Yeah.
Magnus Guardian Beast, something like that.
Yeah.
So
Magnus.
so it hits weenie decks. So
yeah,
that-
so if then I get 2/1 cost, then you're just like, yeah, kill them. And it's like, oh no. And do you want to tell the wonderful viewers what you wanted his enter to be?
Oh yeah.
Who's into-
So Shufan, I wanted it to be either destroy all resonators with total cost of 2 or less, or we're also debating on choosing up to either an X number of 2 or less resonators.
Destroy all resonators with total cost 1 or less your opponent controls, and you gain life equal to their total defense.
Okay, I didn't go that far.
No, that would sometimes be a little bit of life, but not a lot.
Yeah.
His I still don't like because it's just like, oh, it's a 3-drop that kills all of your 2-drops and less. Like,
But and I also said I'd be fine if it said destroy up to like I don't know 2 drops or less or something like that.
but then I have to target. I don't really want to target.
Not unless you don't put target on the card.
That's not how that works. Oh,
the
Yes,
rest
that
of
is
the turn-
exactly how it
For
works.
the rest of the
Zach.
turn, treat all
that works for
resonators your
Yu-Gi-Oh.
opponent controls.
There's very, very specific places where they do not say target because it is information you do not have yet.
We're about to make that ruling now.
No,
Oh,
no,
oh.
no.
But now I like it.
Yeah, he's solid, and I like the fact that like with
What that
if
flavor
you
text
have
is.
him out with the king. Oh wait, yeah, you're right, the flavor text. But yeah, I like the fact that if you have him out with the king gets a lot harder to kill. So they'll really focus on killing the dragon, while the king just keeps something tapped down like a regalia or a resonator.
Yeah, and like if you have like a ruler flip, probably just Valentina if you're gonna be playing them in this deck. If you see a threat to Valentina, then you like flash in the king, tap down that big threat, or play the dragon to get rid of all the small threats.
Yeah. Anyway, the flavor text is, it is still loyal to its lord even when he is not himself anymore. I wonder what happened to him. Probably
gotta-
definitely didn't get taken over by
He
Valentina.
got ganked by a big boob chick.
Yeah.
His wife.
She showed him the way.
Anyway.
So Roderick, which green card do you want to start off with?
no, I know
The
exactly
one with
which
the
one he's
most
going to
red, and by most red I mean least red. So we're actually gonna read all. Well, I guess we'll just start off with hype. So let me encourage y'all to play Presea with Presea's encouragement. We got a 1 green quick cast, Chant Sword Art. What is the rarity on this? I just realized this is a starter deck card.
Yeah,
Aw,
we've
snap.
only been shown starter deck
Yeah.
cards. Except for
yeah,
Machina.
yeah, like I don't know why. This seemed like something that would be in a set though.
It does not.
No,
it
it
looks like
doesn't.
something that's in a starter deck. Because we got in this style of a card in starter decks. Where it's a chant that has quick cast, and you pay Awakening to get a stranger, and the Awakening is 1 cost.
Yeah, but like once I start reading the effects and how good this shit is.
So you're telling me Sacred Blade isn't good? You're telling me Bloody Break
It's
isn't
alright.
good?
They're alright.
Bloody Break
What?
literally kills the J Ruler.
Okay, cool. Congratulations, Sam. Everything in DBV killed the J Ruler. Draw a card, destroy a J Ruler. Like, we legit got cards like that. but anyways, cast quick cast and target J/Resonator you control deals damage equal to its attack to target J/Resonator your opponent controls. If this card was awakened, choose a card from your stranger deck at random and put into your hand.
So this is
Awakening
a
for
one-sided
fire.
damage dealer?
Yep.
Yeah, I like it.
And you plus off of it. And it is the cheapest stranger rando chant thing that
Yeah.
we've gotten.
And there's good reason behind it because I called it.
He's
Chrysia's J-Roller side has nothing to do with getting strangers. I knew it. I called that it was going to be all about you playing it from hand, and I was right. And that's
We'll
all that
give
mattered.
him the gold star later. Don't you worry. But anyway, like, so the card though, like, remember Outland? Boop. Deal 2K.
Yeah, yeet.
And just something to know, because this card is having the thing you targeted deal damage equal to its attack to the other thing you targeted, it would trigger effects like Drain or Bane on the card that's dealing the damage. So just take note of that. That could come up, and that's pretty
in
generous.
fact, that thing dealing damage,
Yeah.
which is great. And don't forget, it's a sword art, which means not only can you pay for it with Preseason Regalia, but you can also just double it with Shakti.
Is there a way to give Shakti Bane right now?
No,
Oh,
Thank
eventually.
okay.
Thirsty.
I mean, I find it kind of weird the fact that the first 3 Regalia that we got all affected Shakti.
And then
And
these
so far,
don't.
these 2 don't. I'm pretty sure Maribel ain't going to affect it. Because hers is all going to be about her becoming a
I'll let-
J.
Yeah.
Your J roller gains flying, and we're like, oh.
Man, imagine if Shakti just abused every regalia. That'd be disgusting.
That was supposed to be the point, and now it's just gone.
That shouldn't have been the point.
I mean, it's not. Imagine if like original Lave was still somehow allowed to be played just with Shakti.
No, stop it. Stop it.
Have you ever wanted to lose a game really fast?
Yes.
Or have you ever wanted to win a game really fast? Also, yes. Oh my God.
So, did you read the flavor text?
She says, everyone dies. Kidding. She said, go. Hang in there. Don't lose. Priscia.
Don't cheat.
Well, to be honest, if she's telling you not to lose and she's giving you this kind of power, it's going to be hard to F that up. Oh, one other thing. She's riding Piggy. We're getting closer. At what point do we see Piggy and he's just broken as sin? Because we saw what Piggy can do before. Can't wait to see what he does now.
I
So-
thought it's like anything like the same. So, would you like to read the Nets Goddess since you read the first one?
No, you can read this one.
Okay. This is
Morrigan.
right. There's Morgan, right?
Yeah.
It's just such a weird name for me. Morgan, the goddess of tragic love. She's a stranger. 2 blue, 1 black. Why is that such a common thing for me to read? 9/10, flying. She's a goddess, obviously. Enter. Look at your opponent's hand. Choose a card. They remove that card from the game.
I mean, it's a discard spell, but even better.
So
Yeah.
do you remember Unending Hatred? It's like that.
Oh yeah.
No one ever remembers Unending Hatred.
Is that a black-white spell?
No.
I remember.
Red-black.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because
What
it
did it
had
do?
Lapis and Blackheart Alice on it.
Yes.
It had 2 modes, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. One we already said.
Yeah, so move a card in hand from the game.
Pull up just to make sure we got like the right text.
Let's see. What?
I felt like it had to do with something with dealing damage, didn't it?
I don't think so.
No.
Do you want to know what it is? 'Cause then-
I want a hint.
How can I hint this?
Just fucking tell us.
It involves I think it's destruction, right?
Does it remove some in the field from the game? Oh, destroys 1 or less, or removes them from the game, or
Yes.
something like
Destroy all resonators your opponent controls that cost 1 or less. Yeah,
that? Okay.
Okay.
that's right. Yeah. So it's good. Like I like it. It's
Yeah.
3 mana, 9/10.
And if you
I still don't know how I feel about the fact that they're strangers and they just don't feel like.
Should have ripped 2 cards out of the hand.
No, it should have been like. If they can, if there's copies of that card in the graveyard, also remove them, like something a little bit
Yeah.
extra.
or your opponent also keeps their hand revealed for the rest of the game.
You know what? Fuck it. They just removed their current hand.
Now, Sam, say
Hold up. Did you not hear him?
No.
He said, "Why not just remove their entire hand from the game?"
Oh, fantastic.
See, Roger gets it.
Roger's just like, "Goddesses, you have no hand. Fight me. Draw your last pathetic card. I'll kill you next turn."
You had no hand. I gain a bunch of life. And, wait. If Freya gains me life based on their defense and I have and I put down an Athena along with her, I immediately gain 2 counters. All right, boys. This is going great. I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
flavor
so
text.
yes. So the one that came right after mentioning Lapis. For now, I would just keep watching the story of the ambitious mage and the innocent little girl. Honestly, I've never read that one, so I imagine
They're
the
talking
little-
about Preseason Valentina.
Yeah. I mean, there's.
But
no
why
other-
would you said that he was referencing Lapis in 19? So why would he reference Val in 20?
Because he's basically saying some shit's about to go down. Like with the lore we've gotten so far, basically shit's about to go down because Valentina's about to do shady stuff. He knows that someone's
Okay, yeah. It just clicked in my head how that makes sense in storyline. Yeah, that's just kind of weird to be like, wow, I'm gonna have to jump in if that happens. I'm just gonna keep watching my show.
He's like that guy sitting on the couch in his home watching like watching soap operas, and he hears a thud in the backyard. He hears a doom. There's probably someone trying to break in my house. My life might be in danger.
Cock's going, and he's like,
Ah,
I'm ready
nah,
if he comes in though. He's like, ah. I feel like he's also like one of those people that it's just like he's gonna be like on sidelines, and when someone starts to lose, he's just gonna like come down and be like, why are you losing? It's like, help me. No, I'm good. Why are you losing?
You know how mad I'd be if Magna's actually someone we've seen before that he just changed his name? I
That'd
was just
be-
like,
that'd
Bro,
be
we know it
dumb.
could be Adam. He could just like they're gonna be like, oh, Magnus coming, and it's just a little tiny rabbit, and he's like, focus up, guys, and you're like, who brought this rabbit?
so I wonder who this big powerful deity's gonna be. Yo, is that a
Fucking
squirrel? Is that a squirrel? You guys have been messing up my dang world, and I'm tired of it.
It's a rat.
What makes you think that?
Rat Tasker.
Ratasket.
If you're gonna bring up a squirrel, why can't I bring up a rat?
No, are you saying that Ratasker's related to Magna?
No, I'm saying Rat Tasker is Magna. There's nothing
Oh!
you can say to deny it.
Stop it, Sam. We
Yeah.
can't deny it because we don't even know who the fuck this guy is.
We don't know anything about him. Like at least with Lapis, they're like, hey, here's like a shadow of
Actually,
him, sort of
can
like
we
he's
confirm
human.
that Magna's a dude? Have they said he in regards to Magna
I-
before?
think,
don't
but I'm not
know.
sure.
No, they've always referred to Magna's Magna, haven't they?
I thought at one point
No, because it's always been from his perspective.
Yeah, right.
They called him Lord
did
Magna.
Lenneth
Yeah.
did Lenneth ever mention him?
Anytime she mentions his name, she says Lord Magna.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she said he.
Yeah, because a
How am I
lord could
supposed to
either be
know
a
how
male or
this works?
female.
Nothing about this makes sense.
It's flute. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
man.
Honestly,
This
she
is
could.
quite-
She's supposed to be so strong she can manipulate time just by snapping a finger. So like making regalia, why not?
Oh,
She would
man.
call herself a god. You know it. You know it. We all know it.
I think she just wants snacks and sleepy time.
Dude, I'll never forget the
heard-
full coma of like when she's like keeps mispronouncing Lapis's name. He's just like, "Oh, come with me, Flu," and she's like, "Sure, Laplas. It's Lapis. Whatever you say, a Lapus. It's Lapis."
Actually, that wasn't just in the forecoming. That was actually in the lore. She just like, I think she purposefully butchered his name just to
But
put him on
it's
tip.
funny
What a
when you
fucking
can see a
troll.
picture. When you just see a constant picture.
I
Just,
mean, what-
her just like eating and she's like salty much.
She
and
knew
you're like,
he wasn't gonna kill her. At least not at that point, because she knew if he kills me, he doesn't get what he wants. He loses. So I'm gonna take advantage of that.
God. So,
Anyway,
let's move on from this lore talk onto the next spoiler. World Tree Fox. 1 red, 1 green, 6/6 Resonator Beast. Enter. Put a friendship counter on your J ruler. Then, if there are 3 or more friendship counters on your J ruler, choose a card from your stranger deck at random. Put it into your hand.
so if you notice, here's another card that gets
Friendship.
that gets you a stranger super easily.
This is a fucking good card. Because from the cards we've seen, you could ramp out counters like there's no goddamn.
Because all you need to
tomorrow.
do is just get to 2 with the chant, and then every single one of these has to do with 3 or more. So you
Yeah.
just play it and you get it.
When do? Oh, I was about to say, when do we get a 1-drop that puts a friendship counter? Doesn't that mole?
Yeah, which we also have not gotten in English.
But Magnus Beast can just go get 2 moles, right? And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was my thing was the fact that if you go like
How hard do you think it'd be to get to at least 8 counters on Prissy before flipping?
Not that hard.
Not hard at all.
Because you have
'Cause,
her
like,
ability from Regalia.
No, yes, but what I do normally, like my thought was always going like, turn 1, going second, you play the Regalia, you can get a stranger, and get a token. Turn 2 was where you do the whole tapping, untapping with the 3 mana thing. You 2 counters off of that. Play mana as piece, bring out 2 moles, and then you get to search for 2 win Regalias.
Yeah.
Congrats. They can destroy your Regalia, and you got 2 more to back it up. They can discard 1 from your hand, destroy the 1 on the board, and you still have 1 left over.
And that's
guess
where
what, like-
Valentina's God's Art matters.
You have the Regalia on the board, so those rats aren't like 1/5s or whatever they are.
Yeah.
You know,
They're much bigger than that.
because now they're +4/+4.
And
So
keep in
now
mind-
if I next turn I play him and another rat or mole, sorry.
And also, as far as I know, now, personally, I haven't went to go check with the other judges about this, but I'm pretty sure it is how it works. Mythic is actually an automatic trigger that you can respond to, right?
So I'm gonna bring up Josh Patton because he actually recently has been brought it up to me that him and Jeremy are currently talking to judges just to make sure how that works, like how it should be, or like how we've been taught, because it's such a weird interaction. To me personally, I think it's weird because if it is truly an automatic ability that triggers, it just says as long as there is another card with Mythic with the same name, banish one of them. So it triggers as long as there's the same name. Would that not, in and of itself, create an infinite triggering loop? Because they would go, I'm still here, banish me. I'm still here, banish me. I'm still here. You get the point? Like
I would have to look at the
so-
CR in some detail, but
so-
there might be a failsafe in there. Is like, do you think it's similar to how Eternal and checking? Well, that's a bit of a rule process kind of where, like, for example, if Eternal and you're at 0 defense and it goes through the process of like checking stuff, and like, hey, what defense is this resonator at? 0. It should be dead.
Yeah.
Eternal.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
that's rules process. This is just straight up just abilities doing this. Like
That they should have just gone with a legendary mechanic for Magic. It would have been so much easier. It would have been.
Well, it
Game
does say
state-
Mythic
game
is an
state
automatic
states.
ability held by cards in the CR.
yeah. So the question was, like, let's just say in theory the easiest way possible to explain it would be like it triggers. But then if you try to stack something on top of it, would it then just trigger again? Like every
There's-
single time
yeah.
and something goes on the chase besides Mythic, it triggers again. Which would make sense, but as far as I know, that's not in the CR. So it's just like, can you then in turn play a Regalia, have 2 Regalias on the board, trigger your ruler, and resolve your ruler's ability before tapping and banishing one? That's the
I
question.
say it shouldn't be able to.
So obviously they have to find this out before Vegas because that's
Yes.
really big.
That's a big thing.
That's a really big thing because that changes plays a lot in high level play when you're like, I really need to know what mana I need. Because there's times where like
Yeah, because if you
I don't
choose
like to use the rule too much because it confuses people at our
Yeah.
locals. So I usually just like tap red black. And there's sometimes where I get like berserk and I'm like, I can use the black, but it would have been better if I just created 2 red.
double red. Yeah, because you would be like you would want to see your stranger as your ruler resolves first, and then your auto in response to the auto tap for the colors you need.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But that does need to be ironed out.
hopefully we get 100% confirmation, and of course I'll bring it up as soon as I hear from Josh or Jeremy. As far as I know, I'm just gonna say it's an automatic trigger and it works like how we've been doing it, but it's another
We
one
can
of those
definitely look
rules.
into it. The only section that I see that would mention why it wouldn't create a loop, if interpreted correctly, we'll have to dig more for that. There is a section that says some automatic objects watch if a specific status is fulfilled during a game. These objects are called status automatic objects, which Mythic is a status automatic object. And a status automatic object is only triggered when it's not already triggered and the status is fulfilled.
Okay. So that's what it is.
So if that's
Status.
applying how it says, then it goes proc. And then if it tried to proc again, it says
Yeah. As long as it's on the chase, it doesn't proc again, basically. Okay, so that makes sense. So yeah, we've been playing it right.
okay.
That's good to know.
So I guess that answers that question for Jeremy and Joshua.
yeah.
So,
Hopefully Josh is listening to this.
but the reason I brought that up, so we don't go too much of a tangent, since each regalia is given a continuous effect of +1/+1 to your beast or 4 sacred beasts for friendship counters, there is a brief moment where
they
they
have
are
double?
Yeah.
swole and then preseason encouragement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then you have to
I'm
go.
just saying that
Or
that
quick
could
cast a
actually be
bullet
a line
ball.
of play that matters.
No. Stop this.
Wait, what did he say?
Quick cast a
Bullet
bullet ball in response to those autos triggering. So in the brief moment where both of those regalias are in effect, you go boop, bullet ball. But
Anyway,
so-
Roger, would you like to read the next one?
Why, sure. Have we read the flavor text for World Tree Fox?
oh, we
Ooh.
haven't.
A new friend? Glad to meet you.
So before we move on to these next spoilers, as of the English Forcible page, we are now done spoiling starter deck cards, but we still have not gotten starter deck cards that other
We still haven't gotten the
languages have
rulers.
gotten.
Haha.
Like we haven't gotten the rulers, we haven't gotten the mole, we haven't gotten the green wizard that cancels a chant,
They say, nah, fam, go learn another
and
language.
there's one other card we haven't gotten. I think that Italy has.
I can't confirm, but I think we've actually gotten some cards in English that other languages haven't gotten yet. Because there was a day that Chris Weekly File Update posted spoilers, like they usually do. But it was of the English cards. Like, we had got the English cards, and then shortly after, they post spoilers. Normally, that page posts spoilers before the English cards, and they're in a completely different language. And we didn't see them update or nobody else comments about the different languages on the Chris Weekly File page.
Yeah.
On the global page, you probably wouldn't find them.
Like, what
Post.
time did the spoilers come out, though?
I can't even remember what day it was. I'd have to go back. So
Because like some of the days, like they're posted exactly at the same time, so it makes sense that since he's, as far as I know, to an American audience, or not American audience, but an English audience, that he would only post the English ones they saw. Like I agree with you that a lot of times we get English later in the day, but there were a couple days where like we were getting English at the same time. I don't know what makes them choose not to do it.
life, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
But speaking of life, actually, you know what? I want Joel to read this card because I want to read the last card.
No, I
Because
wanted to read
there's-
the last card.
I want to read the last card. Do you see this freaking card?
It's adorable. And
It
I
is
love
freaking
No,
adorable.
you were the
It's
person
wholesome.
that played Gorgons.
Like once, and then I found out that Val 1.0 was significantly inferior to anything that wasn't
Yeah,
green.
pretty
So I
much.
went and got Sylvia. But no, I like that card too.
But
so-
anyways, I will now start off with our first batch of inset English spoilers. Buster Rifle, 1 blue, edition, machine.
that card looks so sick.
So I like the fact that it's an edition machine, which means it procs other things. But let's
You
continue.
don't break it.
Cards named Maribella type 0 you control gain Pierce. If she gets swole, she's going to hurt. So this edition has 2 tap abilities. The first tap ability is target J Resonator you control gains +4/+0 until end of turn. The second tap ability is banish a machine resonator. This card deals damage equal to the banished resonator's attack to target J Resonator. Play this ability only if you control Maribella type 0.
So tap, give your Faria +400 attack, recover, give her +400 attack again. God's Art with Excalibur on the field. So so 2600. Yeah,
With
yeah,
Pierce?
yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about with your Faria. So
I was
that
talking about
way
with
you
the-
gain 2600 life.
I want to be swinging with the fucking Machina.
I mean, you're gonna murder them. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, just go ahead and just yank them.
Now we need to do is just see this Mary
Maribella.
Bell.
Also, in another language, that's actually called Fusion Rifle, which is also a very badass name, and that's a weapon type.
We should have just gotten BFG.
Like
that
literally
should've
when I
been the
saw it,
name.
I was like, "Oh, they
No,
gave her a
no.
BFG."
It's a
I'm
big
glad I wasn't the
fucking
only
gun.
one that saw that. It is.
It
is
looks like a
literally
fucking BFG, but
What's that flavor?
the strongest weapon of linguists,
Legolas?
Legolas.
I believe it.
Yeah,
Look at that thing. Looks like it's gonna punch a hole through a dreadnought
It's
class
a giant
starship.
mech carrying a giant gun, which means it's a big,
And
big
Machina
gun.
is just sitting here like, yes,
fire my laser.
Maribel, get the gun, fire, yes,
Get Zaluga.
it is power.
But it makes your things big, and if they try to destroy your edition, you go cool machine Guinevere sack off edition. plus get counters.
You know what the most I don't like about this is? It's not as Vivian's could get even stronger.
Oh yeah.
The part that I don't like or understand is the fact that why does it let you target anything with that tap?
Yes.
It's literally like, hey, you play Alice?
Yo, this is dumb in blue white. Dang, your thing's a 6/6. Make it a 10/10. Light a sacred spirit. Let's go.
Oh, it's not a 10-10, it's a 10-6. Get it right.
The
I don't
point
care
is,
about the
it's
defense.
not within
it could
range.
Be, it could be a 10-1.
It's like, sir, that's in range. In range to what? Get RFG.
So yeah, like a 5. So all they need is 500 attack and you're good.
Yeah. Oh man, that could get kind of spicy.
Oh no, you go get the heck away from me, man. It's like, can I buff that? No.
Oh yeah,
no, that's good.
Clockwork gets this too. She doesn't specify machine resonator.
Merlin does too.
Yeah. So you go Merlin, get my BFG. Let's go.
Oh no.
If you have like a already transformed Maribella, we don't know how we're gonna transform her, but let's say she's already transformed. She now has Pierce. But
Punch.
I like it.
yeah.
It's gonna be some spicy fun that I'm gonna have with machines. So which one of you guys are gonna go next?
I guess I'll go ahead and read Caller of Gorgons, since I probably have used Gorgons the most out of everybody here. I do want to talk about something on the last card once we get to it. But Caller of Gorgons, for 1 blue, you get a 200 attack, 500 defense wizard resonator. You may pay 1 void less to play Gorgon spells and banish this card. Put target Gorgon from your graveyard into your hand. So we have to back up a moment. Some newer players might be like, what the heck is a Gorgon? So basically, Gorgon is a resonator race that existed back in old Alice and came out with Valentina.
And had one good card.
Yeah.
Yes. There was one that was almost good, but there was one that was good.
Really good.
Yeah.
But was just kind of too slow.
Yeah, unfortunately, she just was not fast enough. I'm going to mention that one. I won't go over all 3, but I just want to mention Medusa, Deadeye of Petrification. That's a name. She costs 1 blue and 2 void. So technically, if you get out 2 of these wizards, you could just pay 1 blue for this card, and it's a 600 attack and defense Gorgon. Whenever this card blocks or is blocked by a resonator, put that resonator on the bottom of its owner's deck, main deck. Disgusting. For 1 blue, your Gorgons you control also gain plus 200 attack defense to end of turn. Play this ability only once per turn. Honestly, she was a really good card. The only thing that slowed her down was just blue.
Yeah.
Like that's really what slowed her down. But
Blue just had like no support at the time.
and with this card, that's a pretty good sign that her and her sisters are coming back. So
Yeah, and
So
we'll probably
we're-
get a new one or two.
They're probably gonna get the goddess treatment, which would be
Yeah.
kind of cool.
But then it's also kind of weird because Valentina already has goddesses also.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but she does have some.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a successor to Hera yet.
Oh yeah, we
Right?
haven't.
Like they wouldn't be able to
Oh, that's kind
reprint
of
old
sad, isn't
Hera.
it? Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to reprint old Hera because she says
Zero
total
cost
cost 0, sadly. But I'm pretty sure they're going to use her likeness somehow.
Oh yeah.
It'll be even better
time.
because your opponents can't sack off their regalia in response.
Yeah.
Actually, Steno might not be bad. She blanks a card while she's still in the field. Rest target resonator, it doesn't recover while it's in the field. Okay, so basically we got lockdown. All right.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
so
feel like
we
we
could
need
see
to
them in
see-
the set.
Yeah, we need to see more of the Gorgon support to really say.
And for her flavor text, the mage. Oh God, that glare. The mage charmed by Valentina gladly sacrificed her life. So she just said, "Yeet, Gorgon."
Sneak. Anyways, for the last one, we have a present from Machina. It's 1 blue. That's it. Quick cast. It is a sword art. That's right. Machina uses sword arts.
Why? He has a fucking gun. I don't know why the fuck he uses swords.
Anyway, draw a card.
I'm
If you control
explaining
Maribella, choose a card from your stranger deck at random and put it into your hand. So it's like Preseason, but you don't have to awaken it.
Literally, the only weapon we've seen on Machina's art so far is a fucking gun and a giant ass mech.
So y'all are gonna think this is weird, but I think Machina actually owns a sword.
I don't
No,
deny
'cause
it.
I've always
I
seen
just
him with his
believe that he would
claws.
rather he is closer to using magic than he is to using a sword. And I know what you're gonna say, but I still don't agree with it. I still think that he
That's his
should
sword
be a
right there.
mage user, Because I also don't like the fact that
He's never
Sword
had
Arts
a
are
weapon.
already the strongest out of the Sword Arts and Mage Arts. Sword Art is definitely the strongest. And then they get more support than the Mage.
I think at one point Machina had like a staff, like a cane more
Yeah.
than a staff, but
Yeah, because I remember something like that, something long that he used, but he just doesn't use really any weapon himself. He uses it.
he uses other fucking robots.
It's like robots. Pick up my gun and shoot him. It's like okay.
Well, to be fair, when he was corrupted by the darkness after Dark Alice ganked him and he was resurrected by Dark Alice and then subsequently resurrected by the Dark Tree, his weapon of choice were actually his claws. So
That's a fucking stretch.
no, but like that's
Yeah.
that's really what they were because he couldn't command machines at the time.
Yeah, because he was like a shadow or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even my problem to that is just like that isn't the same Machina. Like they look alike, but they're still like acting different.
I mean, it depends on what you mean by same Machina. Like
Like in the sense that he was resurrected in Shadow form and resurrected as pretty much a zombie by
Yeah.
Dark Tree, but it wasn't his mind wasn't there.
well, no, his mind wasn't completely there, but all the equipment that he had on him, that's what he kept. No one got any new equipment or anything. So
No, I'm not saying that. It's just like the fact that like, in the sense of like what he used
overall, though,
changed.
I don't know why he's a sword art user. I wouldn't have made him a sword art user. I wouldn't have made him a mage art user.
Make him a gun user.
I would have made him something completely different. There was their
Yeah.
chance to make something like new, or not make him a user of
Because
arts at
Machina
all.
has always been that ruler that's been out of like.
Yeah, they could have not given him like any arts,
But
just
the
machine.
problem that is, why do they give so much sword art love compared to mage art? We have 2 mage art users, they weren't good.
All
They
I
still-
want is a mage art dupe. I want to somehow dupe mage arts.
honestly, like I was talking to Roger about it. Like there aren't, like there's good mage arts, but they're not thing that you want to duplicate. Unlike sword arts, which are all of them are good
You
to
don't
do.
want
And
to
at
duplicate
least-
a space-time anomaly?
I'm not saying that's bad.
No,
I'm
but
saying
the
like
thing
compared to
is-
like okay, you can dupe a space time anomaly. I'm gonna deal 1600 to you. Who's winning this trade? You're killing one thing, or possibly 2 small things. I'm killing you.
But you're drawing 2 cards.
And you could splash in more sword arts with each other than mage arts.
Because there's way more of them.
Yeah.
Like
And
when
they're
you have
like-
them to all
None
this,
of the colors blend together.
yeah, mage arts like
You have red, white, and then blue, black.
compared to sword arts, which are all the colors: red,
Green,
white,
red.
blue, green, and we don't have black. Oh no, we
Yeah,
do have
yeah,
black.
yeah,
we
Melgus.
had-
Yeah,
Melgus.
yeah. So
We don't have any like black base, but like we have red, black, blue, white.
But like
White.
the 2
Yeah.
strongest are going to be your red, black, and red, green.
Yeah,
which
and they
blend
meld
in
so well
together.
together as a deck themselves. And then when you make sword arts, that also the regalia pay for, because like Melgus is, I think it's 2 red and 1 black for his modal.
Talking about his AFK?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I can still pay for most of that with Preseason.
Yeah. Because it's like,
All you need to do is hit 1 red black stone.
that's so stupid.
Or I can go tap Preseason, create 2 green, tap Levitine, create 2 red, encouragement.
Stupid.
Beautiful.
I have a problem with like how much sword arts are coming to be a thing.
Yeah. I hope the
But-
next couple sets we have really good mage
You didn't
arts.
read the flavor text.
Okay, fine. For you, made from spare parts, Machina.
Also, this confirms that we're also getting a Mariabella card.
Yes.
So she ain't dead yet, Hoel.
But it's also a reference because if you read the lore between those two, his first gift to her was a robot made out of spare parts.
Yeah. I actually read the lore for that.
Yeah.
That was around this time where I actually started reading the lore. And I was like, oh, this is precious. Who's this chick? Oh, that's that robot girl. Oh, yeah, she gone.
Oh, yeah. Rip in peace.
Now let's talk about the rulers.
Yay. I actually don't have the rulers popped up because I can't fucking find them.
Me neither. So Valentina's is
Yes. And then next
energized,
is Perseus. No, I'm
black,
just-
blue. Perseus is better, but so it's black, blue. It's
Do y'all need help
Um,
finding them?
yes.
I'll find them
It's
for you.
2 blue, 1 black for judgment. I think.
Oh, hold up.
It's probably on the screen by the time we find it. I found it and I can not read the language, but I know. So yeah, 2 blue, 1 black, Stranger 10, obviously.
Okay, I found it too.
When a
Chris Weekly coming.
when a
out
water regalia enters, oh, you found Chris's?
there. Yeah.
Oh, it is here. Yeah. Anyway, so it's if a water regalia enters, you choose one. If her regalia enters, what was the name of her regalia?
Lovers Lock.
Yeah.
Lover's Locked. You get the normal 2 options, which is Judgment for 0 this turn, and get a random stranger from your deck. You can bounce a Resonator back to the hand, or make a Resonator attack 0 for the turn. Her J-Roller side is -4 attack to all of your opponent's Resonators while she's on the board. So it's just continuous -4 attack. She gets you a stone that comes in rested. And her God's Art is
Remove
1 blue, 1 black.
Yep.
Remove a Resonator from the game. Search your opponent's hand, deck, and graveyard for all copies of it and remove them from the game as well.
Oh, then
Then
again,
get-
a random stranger.
Yeah, then get a random stranger to your hand. So she gets stranger. But
So she's just a straight up control, really.
yeah. So that's why her Regalia is quick cast, because you want to bounce it in and flash it in, bounce something, make something have 0 attacks, that way you can't deal damage with it. Which I think is nice. But I kind of like the continuous abilities that you get from running Regalia. I don't know. Like, it feels decent, but not amazing. And on the other side, like, the -4 attack is big to stop aggro, but you have to Judgment. And right now,
Yeah.
aggro has a kill spell for
That
J
just
rollers.
kills.
And we don't have a way to give her barrier.
Like, it would make sense if the king gave her barrier,
Yeah.
but he doesn't. He gives
Go
himself
on white
barrier.
and play Alice. And then they kill the Alice.
Because it's super easy. And especially if
Yeah.
you can copy it. Sword Arts, target your Valentina trigger. It's like, okay.
Well, she gives her barrier.
Oh, barrier, right. Okay,
Yeah.
kill it, then I'll kill that. So it takes 2 cards.
Yeah, I was about to say it takes 2 cards.
Oh, no.
You can't do the King Arthur strat where you go target that thing, copy, target Arthur. It's like can't do that.
So,
But she's kind of lackluster.
yeah, Ramping Stone is okay, but then it also comes in Rested. Like, I get why, but Her God's Art, I would say, is really good, except for the fact that Brazen Revive exists. And honestly, a lot of things I want to hit are 2 costs and 3 costs.
After thinking about it, there's actually something that's even more detrimental to her God's Art than that. And that's Gwen exists. Red Gwen.
Yeah.
You sack the thing they target. At least for red, they can do that. But in black, they're running Altar, which, name me a black deck that doesn't run Altar.
I mean, Blue Gwen does it too, but
You say name me a black deck that doesn't run Altar?
Yeah.
Melgis.
Look, we don't call that a black deck. That is a red deck that has black in there somewhere. The black is the restriction. Let's be honest here, Sam.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that, like, it is a black deck. I run black cards.
It is a black by association, not a black by function. You don't go to that deck and be like, man, I can't wait to put in like 12 black stones. Nah, fam, you go, what's the minimal amount of black necessary to aggro my opponent down?
Yeah.
So
you want to go with Priscilla?
are we going to read the modal spell for Valentina since we're on her?
Do you want to read that?
Okay, yeah. So we have a 3-cost chant, Mage Art, long ass name that I cannot pronounce and will not bother to, but it's like, you know how every release so far has been getting their 3-cost chant, but it has different modes. Choose one. Put a Resonator or Regalia onto the bottom of the owner's deck, or return 2 Resonators from your grave to your hand, or get a stranger at random and recover your Regalia.
Like compared to like Priscilla's, like she recovers 2 stones, which means I can play another Regalia. Valentina's is I recover my Regalia, which means I can't play another one off of it, and I get the same amount of mana, but unrestricted mana from my stones is a lot better than restricted mana from my Regalia.
Yeah.
If her Regalia could tap to give like -4/-4, then maybe I could understand it, but it's just like it's equivalently saying for 1 cost and tapping your Regalia and Sorry, just basically for one card, so you get a stranger.
Yeah.
That's all it does. But then there's other cards that do that too, without causing you to actually have to tap
Her
your
deck
Regalia.
archetype is looking really weird because looking back at Blue Purse Ball, she goes to grab you Chance. El Chiffon gets a cost reduction based on Chance in your grave. But then you have cards like this, which are getting Resonators back from your grave to hand. And then the Gorgon chick does the same thing for Gorgons. So either they're very confused or the archetype they're going with is you want Chance in your grave to gain bonus effects on things that we probably haven't seen yet other than El Chiffon. And then you want the Resonators to be able to slap down to take advantage of that in some way. That's the only thing I can guess. If there is really some synergy here,
I feel like the biggest thing that she needs is the way to not get to her J ruler side, but to
stay alive.
Yeah,
because like the fact that the king relies on having a J ruler, and a lot of her abilities seem to be on the J ruler side, and wanting her to stay there, like continuous debuff to attack. So I hope we can get something that says like, oh, your Valentina can't be targeted and can't be destroyed, or something like that. But it needs to make sure that it's not just like a resonator that does this. I want actually like more like an addition that does it.
What was the banish effect of Blue First of all? I forget.
Scry 1.
Yeah, 4C1.
Okay.
It's like I wish Valentina just had like.
Because like that person was good.
Yeah.
Valentina's front side isn't bad because
What
the
if
fact
she
that I
had
can
barrier
go
from Chance? That would have been so you could still kill her through like attacking into her stuff like that, but just give her
But then
something.
that's honestly it's kind of easy right now.
Yeah.
Like it's there's not a bunch of things that have precision, but there's enough things that have precision.
But at least keeps her alive a
or
little
you,
bit
or
longer.
if you tap down to blocks a big thing,
Yeah.
then she dies. It's just like no, I want her to have like eternal, but I want it to have like off of an addition so that it's hard to get rid of it. Because otherwise, if it's a resonator, it's dead.
Yeah.
Unless that thing also has barrier.
That it would have been spicy like lore effects if it was like sacrifice the king to give her eternal. That'd
But
have
then
been
that's
some
still
like
2 mana
spicy
to do that. I
lore.
want it to be like continuous, like cannot.
Yeah. But
Like I.
To be fair though, at least for now, until we see more cards, maybe there'll be something that says she'll stay alive. You can still run Athena's Love.
Yes, but it's also like
you got to draw into it.
you have to draw into
That
it.
would be hard with Percival.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same point, then it's just like okay, now I always have to keep up 2 mana specifically for this.
And in
Like
this
if I
meta,
spend that
keeping
mana,
up
I need like today our match. If I don't spend all of my mana constantly, I don't win against aggro. Aggro right now is so quickly that you need every single little bit and piece of mana to live.
If you're floating any will or if you keep any stones on tap, it's to kill something during your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
Not
There's so
to
many
keep
times
your
where like
stuff
I'm
from
like,
dying.
okay, I'm just gonna like float this will, like drawn to my perfect location to play it.
I didn't say that was going to be the most optimal. I was just saying that.
Yeah. I'm saying like you can do it. I'm saying like
Yeah.
it's not worth it. Like in the long run. What?
Oh no. Oh, we'll talk about it once I read Priscilla.
Okay.
I just read a card.
So
Yeah, we're gonna have to ban
let's
some
talk
stuff.
about Priscilla.
Okay, so I'm gonna read Priscilla to you, and then I'm gonna read to you a card that I just found on a database that I was looking for Valentina stuff. So for Priscilla, her front side being a wind/fire ruler, the Regalia part, if you play a wind Regalia, you get the normal options of random stranger, flip for free. Of course, if you're playing her Regalia, you choose 2 of the options, which the 2 new options are put a 6/6 beast token into play or get 2 friendship counters. So for her archetype, that's pretty good for what she wants to do. Her judgment, it costs 2 green, 1 red. Energize for green and red. Stranger 10, of course. And then her J-Roller side is a 700 attack and defense swiftness body and has a God's Art for, I believe it's 2 green, 1 red.
Yep.
Yep, 2 green, 1 red. Double the attack and defense of J/resonators you control. So, what do we think about this ability?
I like it.
For the turn, by the way. Until end of turn. Basically.
Tree Man becomes 4K attack and 4K defense.
Yeah.
Bullet ball for game.
I get to Chimimi even harder now.
Yeah.
Name a wind card, and it probably got better because of the God's Art.
You go rapid growth, God's Art.
Got better because
Yeah. Like the fact that she affects herself, she affects everything on your board, and it's not just like you double the buffs, you're doubling their entire attack and defense.
Yeah.
It's
And with her regalia that's already buffing beasts, those buffs just get bigger. Which means those tokens aren't 6/6s.
Yeah.
They aren't going to be 12/12s either. They're going to be a lot bigger.
They're
Yeah.
going to be very strong. And remember, the friendship counters
You could
are
ramp
constantly
counters,
busting
yeah.
them too. Yeah. So
yeah. So like I'm typically thinking that I'm gonna float with like 6 counters on there.
at least.
No, I'm saying like
And
on,
that's easy. That's stupid
like
easy.
average. It's probably depending on your different matchups. I don't know, but let's just say 6. I mean, like if you're swimming with like a normal 6/6, so then that's doing 12. Then you double it, then that's 24. It's just like I only need 2 things to hit you, and I win the game.
Oh, don't forget about Regulus too. He gets buffed. He's a beast.
Well, she doesn't care about beat. Well, he gets buffed by the friendship counter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's pretty big. Is the fact that if friendship counter is this, I would not view this as the most amazing thing. You know, like I'd be like, okay, this is good, solid, extremely good. Or sorry, not extremely good, but like really solid play. I like it. The fact that they're getting buffs plus doubling, it's too good.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about something real quick. I was looking through cards. I'm like, what can give Valentina barrier? You know? Then I remembered this card exists. Barrier Castle. For 1 green, 1 void. Whenever a wind resonator you control is targeted by a spell or ability your opponent controls, counter that's... yeah, that's right. This is a card that said counter. They meant to say cancel cancel that spell or ability unless its controller pays 1. So basically, it was the addition that wall of winds anything that's targeting your
Yeah.
wind resonators.
Yeah. Stone format, guys. Great. It's gonna be like 3 of in the sides for all Preseason decks. Just forewarning you.
Oh my god!
Just stack multiple. of these
Especially
on
when you
board.
have like a card that has multiple targets on the opponent's side of the field.
Triggers
Hey.
every single time.
Oh my god! So yeah, I think that card gonna be strong.
Yeah, so now that should finish off all the starter decks. Those last 3 cards were not in English, but starter decks should all be done now if we do math right. If we math good.
I actually haven't counted to confirm or not.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're close, if anything, but I'd rather have them in English. But oh well. Besides that, I think it's looking like a solid starter decks, and the set seems to be kicking off well. I'm enjoying it so
Yeah.
far. I'm enjoying looking at Preseason and all the buffs and doubling and as such we can do with it.
But now that we got all starter decks out of the way, that means we're gonna get machine spoilers next. More machine spoilers.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah, probably. And
Yeah.
then like and other stuff intermixed here and there.
Yeah.
I am fine with this. Oh my god! I can't wait to hurt people.
Yeah. So we have just hit the 1 hour and 7 minute mark or whatnot.
Oh man,
So
went over a lot of cards actually.
we did. We went over like 19, 20 cards or something like that.
Dang, it didn't feel like it, but looking back, we really did.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like 6 of those were like spoilers or reprints that didn't really matter, but
Yeah, like rapid
But even
growth
then-
didn't matter.
like we still went through quite a bit of spoilers.
Dang. So, what's your favorite card out of the spoilers from today so far?
Out of today's spoilers, it's probably gonna be let's see. Art wise, Lover's Lock.
I bet.
Yeah. Other than that, I like the BFG
Okay.
Buster
Surprised
Rifle.
you didn't say anything about a present from Machina. Look at that art. If I get a full art,
Dude.
y'all ain't getting it. Y'all
Dude, the
ain't
present
getting
for Machina is straight up like wholesome.
it.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't get. I'm sorry. I don't care if I'm not playing the card. Y'all ain't getting it.
It's so
precious.
adorable. But it's so weird that if the set's taking place in the same, not like it's taking place, then we have Maribella and then Maribel together.
So Maribel Type 0 is most likely the prototype.
Yeah, it has to be.
Before Maribel became Maribel, you know.
Yeah, it has to be Maribel without a human soul yet.
Yeah. So either without it, most likely without human soul, they could still tie it into Mariabella by saying that she's able to remotely control it.
Yeah.
So that would make sense. That'd actually be pretty adorable. It's like, Mariabella, get the gun.
The lolly's armed.
Where's the target? There. Fire at
The
will.
lolly doesn't exist when the gun exists.
Yeah.
The lolly's dead.
Well, I'm saying
That's
she's
always
remotely
dead.
controlling it. Because that's type 0.
Yeah.
And the lolly don't die. See, she become robot. She get bigger. Then Prissy will bring her back just from thinking about her. Just remember, Prissy was so powerful at one point that she was literally resurrecting people just by thinking of them. She was like, man, I want to see Maribel. And then Mariabella showed up. She was like, why am I here? Who are you? Maribel, what's up? What's going on? We need to kill them. Okay.
Congratulations, Maribel. You're about to be you're gonna be ramping stones, dealing damage, and canceling cards.
So that's why she is reborn with guns. She's been using guns. I like this.
So now that we're done, do we want to talk about what we discovered?
No, that's gonna take a while.
That's gonna
That
take
is
a
gonna
while.
take a while. But I'll tell you what we can do. We can save that for next time after we've theory crafted some things.
Yeah, because we still need to do some like ironing out on confirmations to be 100% sure.
No, I think it's just finding cards at this point.
Yeah, it's just finding
I
cards.
understand now.
But I believe this could probably change how Vegas somewhat goes. It may not change like a whole like a whole lot, but
I think it just mainly changes like anyone that didn't know, which
Yeah.
is the majority of the player base.
Yeah.
They probably saw that 90%
Yeah.
didn't know how to do this.
And it really only matters to people who are playing a select few cards. With some of these cards, well, I don't know how Vegas is going to go, but they might not see play at Vegas. But at the same time, because of this info, that could be the make or break for somebody like, oh, I don't want to run this card because of when this thing happens, it just doesn't work. And you go, on the contrary, you get away with doing that thing before that other thing happens. You're like, well, what?
So let's just not talk about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not going to
Let's
tell.
just end it.
We're just
already
I
going
just
on
don't
a
wanna
tangent.
keep
We're already going on a
tanging it.
tangent. But
Goodbye, everyone.
it's been the WLTCG podcast.
Y'all are so quick to just get off. Y'all don't want to like.
Because I don't want
No,
people to just be
no.
like, why did they talk about something for like
Should
5
I
minutes?
just
Shut up,
know there's
Sam.
something called a teaser? Don't worry, guys.
teased
You'll be
you.
finding out later.
My name's Joel. That's
Sam.
Sam.
And this is Rogue Roderick.
Roger. Yeah.